What will a person who's being genuine just naturally be inclined to do as a natural result? So if they're completely genuine, what is just a naturally occurring result of being genuine? Well, isn't it true that a person who is genuine is then inclined to be reasoned with? And what is a person who is naturally inclined to be reasoned with also naturally inclined for? So a person who's genuine, just a natural inclination, kind of a natural byproduct of being genuine, is that you're willing to reason things out with another person. And what is just a natural byproduct of that inclination, of being inclined to reason things out with another person? Isn't it that you're also inclined to adjust your beliefs when somebody helps you reason in a way to see things you didn't see before? Or to see things in a way you didn't see before? So you can see then why I don't waste time getting into debate with people who I perceive are not being genuine. Now, I'm not God. I can't read a person's inner self. I can't, with perfect accuracy all the time, detect whether a person's being genuine or not. But there are some pretty strong telltale signs, aren't there? It doesn't usually take a lot of effort to distinguish when somebody's being genuine or not. So what if somebody says to me, men can get pregnant, or the earth is flat, or all people of a certain race are bad, or any of these things, any things like this? What if somebody says those things to me? By the way, none of these examples are unusual today, right? They're all around us. So what if somebody wants to have that discussion with me? Will I legitimize the idea that a man can get pregnant by getting into a discussion with somebody about that topic? Will I legitimize a person's argument that the world is flat by choosing to have a debate with them about it? Remember, the very act of getting in the debate legitimizes it. It says one of two things, or both things. First of all, I'm looking at you with a straight face. Tell me this, and I believe you're sincere. I believe you really believe this. And number two, that this assertion you're making might have some merit to it. So simply by me getting into the discussion, I'm saying what you're saying might have some merit to it. Otherwise, why would I waste my time? Why would I get into the discussion at all? What is to be gained from it? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. When somebody asserts that men can get pregnant, the earth is flat, or all people in a certain race are bad, that's willful stupidity. Willful stupidity. That person is being willfully, emotionally, and intellectually dishonest. There comes a point where if a person cannot already see the truth of a thing, with all of the overwhelming evidence and facts before himself or herself, then he or she is never going to see it. Why not? Is it because of a shortage of evidence? Is it because of their inability to reason, or their incapability to reason? No. Think about the fact that willful means that an individual actually has to exert himself or herself against what they secretly know to be true. They're choosing to willfully override what they know in favor of something false. So imagine a person is doing that. They are willfully overriding what they know, willfully, by choice. Willfully overriding what they know in order to purposefully be emotionally and intellectually dishonest. So in a case like that, these people are actually exerting themselves to deny what everybody already knows is true or false. And And why do they do this? Why would a person actually exert themselves? So it's like this. There's an apple lying there. It's right there. All I got to do is pick it up. That makes sense, right? In fact, it's almost like, well, why wouldn't you pick it up? It's right there. But what if you have to sneak through a field of angry bulls, fight them off, run away from them? There's a pack of wolves around a tree. You got to get through that, climb up the tree, up to the very top branch to get the apple. A person who goes through all that really wants that apple, don't they? This is not like the apple's just sitting there on the table and you just pick it up. A person who's willing to exert themselves to that extent for that apple, they want that apple. You're not going to talk them out of it. That's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about willful stupidity, willful ignorance, willful, purposeful emotional dishonesty and intellectual dishonesty. These people are exerting themselves for that. This is not like it's just so easy and they don't have to do anything. No, the easier thing would just be to see the truth. These people are willfully exerting themselves so that they don't have to see the truth or accept the truth. So willful means an individual actually has to exert himself or herself against what they secretly know to be true. They know that the earth is not flat, and they know that men can't have babies. They are willfully choosing to override what they know in favor of this fake truth. And so again, why do they do it? They do it because of their feelings. These are people who determine reality with their feelings. Reality doesn't care about your feelings one way or another. Nothing is determined by your feelings. No reality is determined by your feelings. And it's the very foundation of emotional health. What is another term for determining reality with feelings? Denial. That's what denial is. Remember, we've had this discussion a million times before. So even though this might seem like a controversial discussion we're having here, it shouldn't be. We're not discussing here any principles or laws here that we've not discussed before in the past.